Hello there, Aaron. Or Demon first. How are you doing? Hope you enjoy your lurk there. Miley coming on in with a hydrate. I'll hydrate again, but I did hydrate when it popped up there. How are you? And Sid, welcome on in. Hope you all are doing well. Minxie, hello there. How are you? Yes, finally back at Cancel Friday's stream there. I hope you're doing well. How's everyone's weekend going? Anyone do anything fun? Hope all is well. Right. Good day. Hello there, H. How are you? Good to see you. Doing alright, just trying to figure out what blocks to use as my factory flooring. It's a tough decision, especially unmodded. I want dark. I was thinking deep slate, but maybe some tough. I I always think dark as well. Which is funny because most of the time, if you're ever in factories, it's usually just concrete. It's just gray. Figuring out a miscount on my build, so I'm gonna tear and rebuild sometime. That is terrible and nostalgic at the same time. I now use the Lightmatica stuff sin and saves me so much time in counting. You used to, you take pictures of stuff. You'd like go back and forth between worlds or take reference pictures. You'd even have numbers written out, and somehow you always make a mistake. It's always one block mistake. Visual options for deep slate are nice, but they're much lighter than deep slate tiles. Quite silvery instead of nice dark on the tiles, so it looks wrong. That's fair. That's fair. Isn't that chisel thing an amazing thing? Gives us so many options. Wish I had it in normal Minecraft. We got the stone cutter, but not the same. Wouldn't be bad if I wasn't dangling in the air. You're dangling in the air. What you working on? Anywho, we're on the Paperhats server today, SMP. It's gonna be fun. I hope. I don't. I got no idea what I'm gonna do. I'll be honest. I haven't had the time to really think about it. But here we are. I don't think anyone else is on just yet this morning. And yet, sometimes so many options can be an awful thing. That's true. Yeah, it is sometimes. It's like, I don't know which one to pick. They all look all right. One of them's got to work, right? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've done anything on here since last we were here. What did we do when we were last here? Have we been? Has it been so long that we didn't even work on it? Did we build my house last time? Has it been that long? It can't be. But that's like the only significant thing we've done. We killed a wither. Oh, we worked on a sugarcane farm. We did that. Is that it? Maybe that's all we did. Oh, anywho, we've done things. Need a bigger sugarcane farm by the looks of it. Although I guess I haven't been on. I'll make more rockets. I still remember sculpting the front yard. Is that it too? Goodness, I don't remember. I'm making a few diamonds here and there. The wither skulls. I actually really want to change this just to make selling beacons. Feels like more of a fair price. How about that? 2 more. It's fun. What's the PC problem? Solved. Hello, the risky dog. Alright. Microphone wasn't working. So very vital to stream. Otherwise, everything else was fine. Now it's funny because microphone is not a wireless thing or Bluetooth. But what was causing it not to work was that my Bluetooth drivers had gone corrupt. Don't know how this happened. Because my mouse is wireless, but I guess my Bluetooth drivers being corrupt just didn't cause a problem there. But my microphone, I just didn't want to turn on. So, instinctively, I was like, maybe the cable's just gone bad. So, I plug it into something else, and it kind of worked. I don't really know how it all went, but I uninstalled my Bluetooth drivers, and I had to go find them and reinstall them. And I'm really sick and tired of this because we just completely redid Hannah's computer yesterday. And she had a huge problem with her Wi-Fi drivers. Now, I know where to find all these downloads for drivers and all that. So that's the easy part. The weirdest problem is on Hannah's computer, it had to have been near 2-3 hours. And none of the different installs of her drivers would ever work. And there's 10 of them. And I didn't want to go and I was like, why would why would the most recent one or one in the middle just not work? So, I'm trying all these different ones. Finally, on the very last one I try and install, it works. And it was just at that point last night, I was like, there's no way this is going to work. The rest of them have not worked at this point. It's gotta be something else. And I just did it for, just to laugh at myself. I was like, it's not gonna work, but why not? We gotta test it. And of course, it works. The very last one out of 10 different installs, and about, I don't know, 15 different times I've restarted this computer, trying and doing all sorts of different things. You've just turned the camera on and read your lips? Yeah, assuming you have lips. I have lips. So of course, I didn't have any problems this morning with my computer because I don't use my microphone when I'm just at my computer alone, because I'm not talking with anyone and nobody's awake for my friends and I wake up early. No problems that I noticed this morning. Come to, do final last check on stream stuff, because I check every single stream just about my stuff. I just do a quick check. I'll turn on my microphone, make sure I can sound right, make sure my Spotify's going to the right source. And, I click to turn on my microphone and it doesn't want to turn on. Now, I don't like hearing a lot of my system sounds, so I have system sounds just muted on my computer. So I didn't hear the continuous disconnecting sound of my Bluetooth drivers failing on me. It's not a Bluetooth mic. It's wired. That's the weirdest thing. But it was because my Bluetooth drivers weren't working. So I have my system sounds off. Bluetooth drivers, it was sending a sound every time of something disconnecting. I didn't hear that because it was muted. So, I do general troubleshooting, like check the cable, check the microphone, do all these different things, plug in different things to it. And I don't know what the heck's the problem here. Now, I moved my computer recently. I was like, maybe the cable broke on me. Microphone worked on a different cable, so that seemed fine. I restart my computer. Microphone turns on for a second and then it turns off. So I'm like, it's not the cable. It's not the cable. It's not the microphone. It's a software issue. Check all my different devices. There's just so many different things there's a lot of simple troubleshooting things I do. And I went through them all. Now it's funny because when I go and look at the event viewer on my computer to see what the heck is continuously like, being changed, it's saying something else entirely. I go look at this something else entirely. It's a useless program. It's something for like LED light stuff that I don't even use anymore. Because most of my stuff's just on default because it looks fine on default, just changing colors slowly. Um, it's saying this thing is continuously sending some sort of system information things on my event viewer. So I was like, okay, this could be the issue of it disconnecting or something. Uninstall that finally. That didn't fix it. I'm at about 30 minutes into troubleshooting. So I said, screw it. I hearing the sound of like Bluetooth or something just getting disconnected constantly. Like, the sound on computers, just constant disconnecting. And I've had something similar years ago where I had a constant disconnecting sound and it was because of Bluetooth drivers. Don't know how it happens. So I said, screw it, we'll uninstall them, find the new ones. Worked after that. Here we are. Cables are a mess. Some mess around with cables. So what you're telling me is you did 10 times and on the 5th time it worked, yet you then carried on trying another 5 times. Of course the last one worked. What? Honestly, this is the one pro I can really think that console has over PC for gaming. Mostly plug and play. And then I sent good vibes and I got it. Exactly. But anyway, it's not even like this issue wasn't even that bad. It's just we did for Hannah's computers. If anyone's in the Discord, I think a majority of you are. Maybe none of you are. I'm joking. I know you are. We did like a huge refix of Hannah's computer. We changed out her motherboard. That's huge. Put in a new CPU, and she has new RAM. Those 3 things are the most finicky things you will ever mess around with in a computer. So I was like, going into it, I was like, it's these 3 things are working together. It came in a bundle. It was really cool. Uh, so not really worried. Her computer, I swear, I've never had so many different issues that I've never ran into before. I have learned so many new things about computers in just the last 12 hours ish. Because her thing was throwing all sorts of errors. It was like first it said one of the first issues had a red light on the motherboard saying the RAM wasn't working properly. I'm like, okay, we can fix this. Look at the motherboard manual. Okay, they switched up where they want RAM put on their motherboard. Okay, that's fine. It's different than mine. She only have 2 sticks of it, and if you don't know this, RAM and motherboards don't like to work together. They want to, but they don't work together. They are very finicky. It has to be the right RAM. Like, not even the fact that it's really weird. Some RAM just doesn't want to work, even though it should work. And then it has to be put in the right slots if you're not filling all of them. It was in the wrong slots. Easy fix. Change that. Next problem. Something wrong with the CPU. Never ran into this problem. Didn't take long. Fixed that problem. Then, Hannah has 3 different storage drives, 3 different SSDs that she plugs in, and it was booting to the wrong one. And you know, Hannah didn't know off the top of her head which one it was, and I couldn't remember since the last time we messed around with it. She's like, I just have to see it to know. I'm like, okay, it's in the back of her computer to try and access this stuff. So, you know, open up the back, show her all 3 of them. Of course, it's the one at the bottom, the last one I grab. And, works after that, finally. Have to put it all back together. Then, her Wi-Fi. The main reason we did this huge refix to her computer is because her Wi-Fi was finicky. And, this was one of the... She's been wanting a new motherboard, and she's needed a new CPU for a while in my preference. She loves it. Works great now. Next issue on it. Her Wi-Fi drivers and Bluetooth drivers they're just not there, and it doesn't want to work. Some odd reason, this motherboard, depending on which BIOS it's on, just has Wi-Fi turned off in the BIOS. So I had to go into that. That's fun. Turn that on. Still didn't work. Like, okay. And this is where we come down to trying to mix and match of which Wi-Fi driver is going to actually work. Because obviously, it's not going to be the newest one. It's not going to be the second newest one. It's not going to be the oldest one. It's going to be the 10th one I install, basically. Don't actually know how many I installed. Had about 10. Finally got that worked. Luckily, the Bluetooth drivers worked without any hitch. When did you join Paperhats? About a month ago. Hi, Calvin. And then I have my computer issue this morning, which is just the cherry on the top of why the heck are things... Why are things not working? Like, these are things that should work just fine. Hello there, EQ. How are you doing? Finale lunch. Be back shortly. Sounds good there, Laj. Saying, of course it worked on the last time you tried, because you wouldn't have kept working on it afterwards. Exactly. Not the PC issues. Hope you're doing... I'm doing alright. Just a lot of silly things in the last bit for computer stuff. And I'd like to think I'm decently good at troubleshooting. I mean, you best believe I got everything working again. You best believe it. Anywho, I don't think anyone's messed with me. The cats are still here. Still don't know who they are. Nothing crazy new. There's been some building at Spawn. Someone worked on that building a little bit more, I noticed. I haven't been around. I've had the most busiest week this last week. And this week will be the exact same. I'm not looking for it. I was driving. That's fun. I have thought more on my base for the server, or a bigger build, not base. I don't build bases. Any plans or style in my... I do. I don't exactly have the most polished out style in mind. It's all just kind of ideas floating in my head. But I want to build in a jungle. I've never built in a jungle before, Calvin, and I think I'm just gonna... We might actually start today. I'm gonna clear cut the entire thing. Sounds crazy, I know. Actually, we need to make a hoe. I need a hoe, a silk touch hoe. I want to collect the leaves. But we're gonna clear cut the jungle I don't think anyone's working here. We checked last time, and I haven't seen anything new about people wanting to work in the jungle. We're going to clear cut the thing, get a whole bunch of leaves, and I want to completely make my own jungle biome with all sorts of different I don't really know what kind of buildings I want to make just yet, but kind of like run down buildings. Jungle seems like exactly. I've never built in one before, but if we disconnect from the server because we just don't want to play on it apparently today, that's not true by the way. I really do want to play. I was so excited to play this morning. But I want to do something with a similar style vibe, not entirely to this, but the same sort of block palette. I really love this block palette of the mossy feel to it and the run down, like broken bits here and there. And I think we'll kind of go for some stuff like that. Maybe I'll dip a little bit into terracotta. I don't use a lot of color usually, but I've seen some people use it, and it always looks good when they use it. But it'll be a bit of a challenge if I do actually go for that. But I like this block palette of the little bits of dark undertone, but a lot of that green mossy feel. Good amount of tough. Lots of stone as always. I mean, we're not building this entirely, but I want to go for this kind of block palette. And hello there, Giz. How are you doing? And I want to. One of the first things we'll work on is I want to dig a big hole in the jungle. It's gonna supply us with most of the stone I want. Let that all load back in. Big a dig hole. And then kind of custom make it and have like this tall pinnacle thing in the center that kind of is like a central point of all the jungle building stuff. I might do some really big, cool jungle trees. My only worry is that this is not a big enough space for me to build in. So there's a high chance I might just like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a high chance that I might just, all of this, I love this beautiful lake here, but it might just get demoed and rebuilt. And we might work like a little bit this way into the jungle. I don't think anyone is in the jungle at all. So deforestation and put mining sounds like a plan. Exactly. We're removing the rainforest and mining it for natural resources. And then, don't worry, we'll bring it all back. I have some very grand ideas for terraforming and building my own little jungle paradise. And it starts with deforestation, as always. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm doing all right there, Giz. I'm glad you're doing good. You still around with Dan? You still I don't know how to. I'm sorry. Are you still hanging out with Dan? No, I'm home since the 22nd. What? Blasphemy. Tell him right this instant. Tell him to get his booty on over. It was my birthday on the 20th. I know. We said a early happy birthday. That was Tuesday's stream. I hope you had a lovely birthday. Not back at Dan's until the 9th. That's coming up. It's like what, another week? Week and a half? I don't know. But I think it'll be a fun challenge. I've never built in a jungle. We've done one jungle build. We did it in creative. Jessie did a build battle, and her only requirement was for the central spawn area, and it was she was like, just make it jungle themed. I'm like, okay. And I really enjoyed that. So I think I might have some fun with it. I mean, I plan to have fun with this. I got like some inspiration pictures and all sorts. Oh shucks, I wanted to. It's been such a busy week. I'm so tired. I wanted to message Nightly. We'll see if Nightly pops on in sometime during stream. But me and him, we were talking about doing a shulker shell farm today. That was what I wanted to do today. Okay, we're scrapping all plans. I'm sorry, we're not chopping trees today. We're gonna mess around with shulkers. Uh, we're gonna go find a shulker box. We're gonna make a railway. Um, obviously, that's the most sane idea, is to avoid all the building plans and build up a shulker shell farm. Been using bundles a little bit. I don't know how I feel about them yet. I wish they could just hold a little bit more. Yeah, Dr. J was excited about having a shulker farm. I was saying he couldn't wait till there was one. Ah, perfect. Haven't I've been if you're wondering what made last week so busy, I basically was doing like 12-hour days every day of the week. Apart from Friday. Friday wasn't that bad. I was just tired from the week. I AFK'd the iron farm one night until the server kicked me. Then I took a stack of blocks. So that's about how much I got. Thaddeus 12-hour shifts. I hope you looked at. I did. I mean, Tuesday's stream was a shorter one. Friday's stream I just took the evening. I even canceled my game plans with Hannah's sister and brother-in-law that we usually have on Mondays. I said it beforehand. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, guys. I know we usually play, but I think I gotta cancel in advance. And it was good. Monday was tough. Even when I got home, I was still doing stuff. I took the night. I did some drawing while watching Elijah's stream. God, that was only on Monday. Been a long time. What are we doing? And obviously. So oh shucks. Before we do this, I need blocks. I need a lot of blocks. We'll just take a bunch of moss. This is why I love having a moss farm. I think there is already a moss farm, just a little one, on the server, but I love having a lot of moss. It gets me bone meal and it gets me all my moss blocks, and I've been using moss more frequently when I'm on newer worlds as a temporary block. I usually use stone because I get an abundance of stone. But recently it's been more moss because I get that faster early game. But no, I've been trying to look after myself. And Hannah's been very helpful. Even with all these different PC issues, then I don't even know if you guys understood the half of it. Some of you guys may have understood some of it. Um, even with it, I did have fun putting together Hannah's PC. I haven't messed around with a new motherboard, a DDR5 motherboard before, and man, they've made some they've made some smart decisions on how they build them. I they motherboards are finicky with some things, and the new motherboards, oh, I love them. They're so fun to work with. It was fun doing that. I didn't almost at all impulsively spend $500 on upgrading my motherboard in that. No. Do I want to? Absolutely. Will I? Down the road. My CPU is getting a few years old of consistent use of Minecraft. If you don't know, Minecraft usually uses the majority of CPU power, which is why I like having a nice CPU, because I like Minecraft running smoothly and being able to see far and have things load nicely. For now, we'll set our spawn here. So, I did do a little bit of end exploring. Yeah, because I went and got shulker shells. I actually think this guy right here does have shulker boxes still at it. We'll do a quick check. I think the dragons will have been fought once. We'll do a check here. Ah, what the heck? It's dangerous. Which, if this does, we already have half a bridge built. Pretty confident it does. We're not going to actually move the shulker box today because I know Knightley has a bunch of invis. There are! Look at that! Look at those! There's 3 shulker boxes. It's glorious. Let's hope it works on the first one. There's one up here. Okay, good, good. That's actually pretty easy to get at. There's one in the undercarriage here, and then there's one up on the ship. Yep, on the outside. That one wouldn't be half bad to get at either. Okay. Now, make a bridge over to that. Real simple. Now, we don't need to use powered rails, because there's a fancy little thing, which I should probably test. I haven't seen it in the new update. But there's a fancy thing you can do with rails. You can put a boat in like a minecart, and then it just infinitely goes in whatever direction you push it, which is glorious. Because that means you never need to use powered rails when you move a mob. You just throw a boat behind it in a minecart. Don't ask me how that works. So we'll just make a normal railroad, just like normal rails. And then once we do get around to the transferring of the shulker box, we'll just grab that guy off the roof, put him onto the rail, and send him on his way. Now, there is a problem. I gotta go check the actual end portal, the end platform. Actually, the last time I did this, I didn't use an end gateway that sent me back to a gateway. Oh, we'll have to test with a minecart. I usually do, usually people don't save shulker boxes at the first one. Usually I'll have to find one that's a little further out that's next to an end gateway. And those send you just back to the original obsidian platform that you spawn in on. I think these guys just send you back to the end gateway. I'm fairly confident. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. You did see, I've answered my own question. I streamed on Tuesday, I forgot. Anywho, what's everyone else been up to this weekend? I know Minxie's working on their factory. Have you chosen a block just yet? I know Hannah's enjoying her computer. She said things were loading a lot faster, which I was like, oh, well, that's good. Going into it, I was like, I don't know if you'll notice a huge difference on stuff. It was a huge upgrade, so I'm not too surprised. Like, if I did an upgrade on mine, I don't know if I'd notice a huge difference. I'd have more consistency of stuff, and I'd be able to have more power to stuff. That's about it. Be back, just going to get a drink. Don't remember my last drink I had today. Giz! Good job going and getting a drink. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever moved a shulker box. It is a pain. Terrible. Worst mob to move in the game. Villagers, I would say, are a breeze compared to it. These shulker boxes, they don't walk. They stay still. You gotta use a minecart. Or a boat, maybe. I don't know. A boat probably works. But I never use a boat. I like minecarts. Minecarts are consistent. You know how they're gonna work. Boats, you gotta do it manually. I don't like doing things manually. especially when I gotta do a long distance. Minecarts, you can move them up, down, all sorts. So I prefer minecarts. But they're finicky to get into a minecart, and they're finicky to get them moving. For some odd reason, shulker boxes, they don't want to move when they're in a minecart. Don't really know why. But they just won't budge. And then, even better is that you get hit by them, and they make you fly. But you can't do much while you're flying. So the best way I found to do it all, using a minecart, having invis potions, but even when you have an invis potion, if you get up in their face too much for too long, they're gonna shoot one at you. So this is where you need a bit of aim with a bow or just to punch the little ballistas that they shoot out. And you know, it's a whole bunch of fun. Worst mob to move. Went completely away from the dark color and went with ochre. It's crepe black and is honey colored with tones of yellow, gold, and slightly reddish hints. Ooh, I like it. We're just trying to get this set up today. We're not gonna actually move the shulker box. I usually, I don't know. Usually I'll build the farm first, and then I'll move the shulker box in. You know, we can always move the shulker box to the nether roof, maybe. That's usually what I do, till we find a place for the farm, just somewhere over an ocean would be the easiest. We'll use this old pathway. Luckily, nobody usually builds in the end, so we don't have to clean this up. We'll have to clean up anything that's on the main end island. People see that, but this stuff, nobody's gonna see this. We're just gonna leave this here as a piece of history. I need one more. Thing is, Cinnamon's being an angel. She's sleeping up on her cat tree behind me. Now the second hard thing, the next thing, once you finally get this shulker box to where you want it, up through this end gateway, the next hard thing is to get it through the end portal to get back home, back to the overworld. That's gonna be the next tough thing. So, you know, for some odd reason, when you throw a minecart through the end gateway, it doesn't want to go through. So you gotta... There's a weird thing. I'll have to look it up again before we do this. But there's a really easy way to do it that someone found out. That just like perfectly kicks it through without ever having to spawn proof stuff. So we'll have to do that. All right. Now this all done. Let's mess around with this. Okay, it placed me here. Let's test with minecart. Going at a relative speed. All right. It went into the same place. Perfect. If we do this, what happens then? Whoa! This is... Aha! We spawn up here! We don't want that. Now, what happens if I don't have what I want? I have nothing I want. You know, will this just keep going up? What happens if we make it real tall? It doesn't matter. Wait, how tall can you do this? Sorry. Getting distracted. Okay. How do we want to do this? Because if we do that, what happens? Still spawn on the rail. My preference would be to make sure it doesn't fall off into the void. What happens if I just make a safety platform? Aha! We can go lower, but not higher. What if we match it? Oh. I know this is silly for you. Maybe. I don't know. I always find this interesting when I mess around with this stuff. Oh, aha, we can't do it there. But if we do this, it should spawn in right here. Now, what happens when we do give it a good push? It went that way. Ooh, well, we'll have to watch out for that. We don't want to send it that way. I gotta watch out for blocks. I think it would definitely start suffocating. Give it a push. Perfect. Look at that. It's a beauty. Ooh, a crafting table. It's crazy I can see that far. Okay. I want to test boat. I should be able to just simply... Maybe this doesn't work anymore. Maybe it goes the other way. I wouldn't know if this still works. Oh, it does. Oh, but it doesn't have the momentum I want it to have. Interesting. Whoops. Huh. They remove the momentum on it. Okay. That won't cause any problems, of course. Because I swear you used to be able to just row. Yeah. Yeah, it slows it down. I saw it slow it down. Well, we'll have to just use the normal way. Have an actual minecart furnace. Instead of using glitches. Okay, next thing is I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work. Wait, did that work? Maybe they changed that. Let's destroy you. We'll just place you down there. Let's send an Enderman through. I wonder if they changed how this works. This is why I love... This is why we test things. Minecraft loves to change things on us over time. With each update. They remove some things. Other things change for the better. And I don't read the change logs. Let's send you through, huh? It worked! Oh, this is easier than I thought. Ta-da! My other worry beyond this, and I had tested it beforehand, was that they had this cat on a dragon egg, and it happened somewhat naturally when they did the dragon fight. Basically, they tried to get the dragon egg, but then it fell through the portal right away, and this is where spawn was. And then someone brought a cat to the fight, and the cat fell through the portal as well. And they ended up, and it just kind of ended up like this on top of the portal. Really crazy, and I didn't want to mess with this. So luckily, to our advantage, Enderman goes right here. You have a good life now, Enderman. Don't break anything. Honestly, I could give this a shot right now. Do I have a... We'll just mine some here. I don't know if I have coal on me, though. This doesn't look like it's anyone's. There's some coal here. I don't know if I should do this without invis potions. Or a plan. I don't use minecart furnaces often. I think I've used them like only a few times. I'm a little curious how it works. Right here. Okay. Straightforward. Surprised it doesn't have an inventory, a UI. You think it would. Kind of cool if it could also smelt stuff. Be very simple UI. What do I want? Rails. Needed a bit more. There we go. I have a little bit of a worry that when I send 2 minecarts through, it might have a bit of a problem. So we'll send this guy first through, and then send this guy through. And what does that do? Looks like it works just fine, as long as it has the right momentum. It should have the right momentum since I believe when you do use a minecart furnace, it pushes the other minecart in front of it really far ahead. Because that's just how minecarts work. Now, we're gonna basically catch this thing. We'll make a little minecart rail up here and then catch it. So this is on 84 is where we want it. And that's perfect. Just in case, we'll make a little bit of a leaping platform here. Having it on different levels will just cause problems. I don't think I'll actually move it here today. But I want things prepared. Because we'll get the invis potions when we do this with the nightly. And then it'll be easier to be around the shulker box. And we'll make a little bit of like a... There'll be a gap here for it to fall down, and then there'll be a block here that makes sure it doesn't go too far. And then it'll align right with the railway there. And that's when we'll eventually finally use the furnace minecart, send it all the way through to the main island. Straightforward. Right? Probably not. Leave it all here. Make another set of rails, because you never know. And we'll come back for you. There, that didn't even take too long. But it gets things rolling. Hopefully nobody minds the railway for a little bit. It was funny. Okay, so I set up this crying obsidian for where you put the soul stand. And before, it was just a full 3x3 of obsidian platform with the crying obsidian here. I set this up because that's the outline for the where you place the soul sand. And we had someone tried to kill the wither, and they put it one back. They put it here. And it just doesn't work. I felt so bad. when it happened. Uh, Someone did it there and it escaped and it flew really high up in the sky. And they didn't. They killed the wither. Obviously, it's gone now. But they couldn't get the wither star. It like fell into the void somewhere. I don't really know. They just lost it. Luckily, they were able to buy 3 skulls from me. But they like spent the spent the first bit of their stream grinding up the skulls, and then they just go and that happens, and it's just defeating. Yeah, Mr. Gold. Because he needed to terraform a lot of this. Oh, he made a little waterfall by the looks of it. That's fun. But I saw. I hope none of this is spoilers. I'm not. Uh, you guys didn't see this if it is. But anyway, uh, it doesn't look like there's anything in that Discord. He needed it for terraforming here, and before the land spread all the way up until like where you see all the stone. Obviously, he did this all during stream. Okay, that's good. You guys didn't see this. So you needed a beacon, obviously. That's a lot of blocks to move. I felt bad when I saw it. I'm like, I leave for one weekend and someone lets a wither loose, and what the heck? Couldn't help. Was away visiting family. It's just funny. Luckily, they didn't need to go and grind those skulls again. I might, I want to. Attack and Doc tried to help and kill too. I did see that. I would have hopped on. I would have been around. I would have been like, Miss Gold, no! Go back! Place the Soul 7 back. Don't do that. But I want to change all these to beacons. How much would that even be? For obsidian. It's 3 per. It's like 3 times 27, which is what, like, I don't know, 80 something? Like 88? That's not too much. We could probably do that today. Got you up for a lurk? Want to take a nap? Oh, enjoy your nap there, Shay. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, not Alex. Welcome on in. How are you? Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. How are you? I think we'll do that. We're gonna take these skulls. We're gonna turn them to beacons. Not gonna lie, still working on the shop. It's okay. I just have a barrel. We actually have a lot of sand. We're gonna make a few. We're gonna cook this sand up. We're gonna need 27 times 5, which is what, like 135? No, that's not right. I think I missed a 0. Where's the rest of my sand? Oh, it's I need cobblestone. We're gonna cook up a bit of our sand. This is what I use a lot of sand for. Beacons! It makes sense. Kind of. I mean, I'm not going to make that many beacons, but get the point. Ooh, we need soul sand as well. Do I need more than this? No, that'll be enough. I'm gonna kill a lot of withers here. Probably get on tonight after stream, just vibe while I gather mats for the nether stem farms. You should make there's a universal, not a perfectly universal tree farm, but I know there's a pretty close to universal tree farm that's really nice. Gets most of them. Some of not the 2x2 trees, probably not the mangrove, but it gets all the single sapling ones, I think. Very simple to build. Don't know if it still works in this update, though, I guess. Be surprised if it doesn't. If anything broke on it, I guess it'd be the TNT duper. What do we want to do first? Not Alex, I'm great just getting some last minute assignments in. Look at you go. Alright, not Alex, what do you want to see first? You want to see us, kill 27 withers? Or, mine, like, I don't know, a stack and a half of obsidian? Obsidian mining is painful. Well, we're around loads of obsidian with a haste beacon, so it won't take too long. I'll do the withers first. They make water elevators a lot slower. I haven't noticed a difference. I do have smite, right? Yeah. Otherwise, this might take a while. I wonder if the person that sells bone blocks, what do they have for a bone farm? Or a bone meal farm? Because my Wither Skelly farm gets an absolute absurd amount of bones. And I'm not big on, like, stepping on people's toes. There's already a shop. Because if I don't have to go and do something, and someone else is doing it, that's fine by me. I'm only selling the withers and that because it really doesn't take too long. I'll probably ask all the other people that are on the server if it's okay. If I can just make a wither killer here. There's this fancy wither killer. Ooh. That you can make that just kills loads of withers really fast. But it's kind of ugly looking. I don't see anyone doing anything with the end. I'd be down, but how easy is it to use? Not very. Well, actually, it is very easy to use. And I think, Shay, I'm pretty sure, because I've seen someone else build it on a server before, you can still just kill a wither the normal way. If I remember correctly. You just place in the soul sand and then you can still just kill it the normal way. Because obviously none of the redstone it's just kind of ugly looking is the big thing. And the way it works for killing the withers, it uses mob cramming. So it's not something where you just kill one wither. You kill a whole bunch of them all at once. Server backup? I'm always on when that happens. Oh, Shay, were you on for the last season? For season 4? Did they do something with the end? I mean, if eventually someone wants to do something with the end, it's fine. Also, you're supposed to be taking a nap. It's fine, you don't have to. Banger to wither. Or not a wither. Never mind. I didn't know this worked without obsidian. That's cool. I know last season they had a crazy nether hub. And I love really cool nether hubs. I think nether hubs are fun. Guess I was on for last season. I don't think anyone did. I do plan on making a few stem farms and then always use another end gateway for it. I know what you're talking about. That still works. Interesting. Yeah, there's no other end gateways open just yet. Or you meant end portal, probably. I don't know what you meant. Don't mind me. Oh, too close. Not gonna lie, one of my plans for this week is to get a few more portals open. It's a good plan. I never feel like I have enough time. I mean, I plan one stream a week towards Paperhats, my Sunday stream. I never feel like I have enough time. For everything that I have in mind to do. Also, in case anyone didn't know, Smite Swords, great way to kill a Wither. It's undead. So a Smite Sword does extra damage. Same, plus I'm doing something all throughout May. Gonna have basically 0 free time. Feel that. The beginning of my May, not the beginning. The middle to end of my May is busy. I'm gone. I have a vacation planned. Nope. The end of May, basically. But I think I'll only miss one Paper Hat stream. So that's fine. That's so much time gone. That's 3-4 hours. You know how much I can get done in 3-4 hours? Probably not that much, but I got plans. I got big plans. I got a big build in mind. There's things I gotta get done. My chat's quiet. I disagree. I know you're just a bot, but... They're gone. Don't know what happened to them. We should just ban periods. It's a banned character. We'll have no bots, and anyone that uses a period just won't be able to send a message. It's genius. You know, I'm a big advocate for people using smite swords as their main sword. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it out, I'm telling you, give it a shot. Not saying you shouldn't have a sharpened sword. What? Used to love the smite axe. Do a smite sword. Bad grammar. What'd I do? What'd I do? Oh, no periods. Sharp sword, smite axe forever. I'm telling you not, Alex. Should do it the other way around. Nah. The first time I fought it with her. Killed me instantly. You know, I don't know why. Standing too close to it. Learned that one early on. Smite axe is so fun for one shot and everything, though. So you don't need a fast swing speed. But you one shot things with a netherite smite 5 sword. You don't even need to crit them when it's netherite. Just give it a shot. I'm telling you. Think you're gonna have any more free time this summer, not Alex? I know last summer you were busy. I have no idea right now. That's fair. My summers are busy. Oop, furnaces are shutting off. Mainly because I'm just doing stuff outside more. I'm not around at my computer as much. That, and I have something at the end of May here, and then at the beginning of August, I always have plans. Then there's my birthday, which I don't really do much for. I just take the day for myself. Got summer class for about half of it, and I need to lock in making project if I want a job once I graduate. You say you're doing computer. You need an internship. That's what you need. Real world experience. I'm telling you, it's valuable. I know it's. You could say I could say it like that. It's like, oh, just go and get it. It's not that easy. I know it's not. Moving on from the silly job market. That's too real world stuff. We don't need to talk about that. Checked from about 200. Yep. That's like that's dangerous territory right there. That's like one step towards to talking about politics, and we don't do that. Because I rather have this place be a bit of an escape from the world. Maybe because I have no projects? Well, there you go. That's good. I'm not a fan of that, yeah. I think project, there you go. No projects, may as well do one. Should build a game, not Alex. Even if it's simple. Level 100. Audio plugin, perhaps? Well, yeah, that's more up your alley. That's fair. That's cool. There we go. 27 withers. Virtual instrument or something. Ooh. That does sound cool. Let's grab a crafting table to do this. Press it all. Ooh. Grab that. And then let's quick do some mining. Been mining out this pillar. Who did that block? I didn't do that. I could have done that. I don't think I did. We'll put that back. Nobody needs to know we're mining here. And be figuring out my senior project too. There's so much to do. Yeah. I'm sure you'll manage. Continuing to do music, of course. Well, and take advantage of this time you have that's coming up. Plan on a very productive summer for sure. Perfect. You should, I personally think, you're right, you're doing some sort of programming. A redstone project, that works, right? No, no, it doesn't. I think it does. Although that might be more engineering. It's logic and circuits for sure. Mm-hmm. Are you close with any of your professors? Could be a TA for one of them. Look at that, we're ready to stack. Sorry. You've probably already done all of this thought process. Shuts down in the summer. Well, even during the school year. Oh. I'm sure you're doing great. Feels that would be very difficult to do. I've got a really small classes. Nah. Magics it is then. I'll mine 2 stacks. It's always nice to have a bit of obsidian on hand. And I think I have everything I came here with. That looks like it. Oh no, is that my Enderman? Oh, the poor thing. Anywho. There's a side banner video ads now. Yeah, it was a while back Twitch had brought in some experimental ads things where it doesn't stop you from actually watching and seeing the stream. I hadn't seen much on it. Alright, here we go. For anyone that doesn't want to go through the pain of uh actually getting a beacon, it's now actually beacons. I much prefer banner ads. I prefer them too, but I'm fairly certain that actual like the video ads are not going anywhere. Like they're probably still around. You want me to hit you with one? Choking. I don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to run an ad. However, I have no need for care ads. What? What do you mean you have no need for it? You never know. What if H needs something? So I know I don't think many paper hats are listening at the moment, but if someone did want to fight the Wither, they could probably just message me. I think the beacons are easier, but I know someone did ask for Wither Skulls at first. Then I just didn't have the time to get the beacons. H just said the same thing at the same time you did. See, me and H, we're just on the same wavelength sometimes. Really funny. I've also been doing some learning about this. The cost for Twitch to even function has to be insane. Streaming this much high def video and audio is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think Twitch makes money anymore. I don't think they've made money in a while. Which is why they push so heavily on the ads. She doesn't need to care about never care about me. Yeah, apparently she doesn't. If he wants the men's care product, he should get the ad. Exactly, you know. I care for you in different ways. Getting overpriced skincare products that doesn't work is one of them. Aww. I should have killed a few withers for me. Oh god, we're going back, aren't we? I gotta kill a few more withers. I need some beacons. I'm so sorry. This this is something I should have done off stream. This is one of those things I do off stream in my solo world is gathering just different grindy stuff. Although there was a stream I thought we killed loads of withers a long time ago. Luckily nobody's on. I think there was a moment where I wanted, or I had a bit of time to kill some withers, but someone was streaming. I was like, I don't want to keep killing withers while they're on. My data pack just kind of limits the sound of the wither spawn. So I don't hear it. But other people do. Then after this, I need a hoe. I need to make a silk touch hoe. And then probably get some netherite. I wonder if Nightly's selling any netherite. Just yet. He didn't have stock of it. Or if he still plans to. Oh god, I need the netherite template. We're never getting anything done. I don't like early game. I just want everything. I mean, Twitch is definitely not making enough money from my stream. I gotta be a net negative for them. I don't run ads. Who knows? Maybe they do. At least you got more than average viewers. That's true. There are a lot of streams that don't... I wonder what the actual average of a majority of streamers are. I think Minecraft says their average streamers is like 3 viewers. Getting destroyed by the 0 to 3 viewer, yeah. Like under the Minecraft category, I think it says it's like 3 viewer average. And it's all because of you amazing people that push me above that average. That's why I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I hope you guys enjoy stream. I like playing Minecraft. You give me a flower? Thanks for the flower. I'd watch a silent black screen of that if I wasn't... if Thad was streaming it. We did that once. That's how we made this screen. This is how this screen came to be. This was at first just a black screen. And then we started adding stuff to it. And I was there. You used to be able to spawn iron golems in next to this wither and they would kill it for me. They changed that. They changed something with hitboxes or something. Which is sad. Give me some shroom lights to look at. I'm good for hours. Right? Something therapeutic about the shroom light placing. Watching it sped up anyway. I'm pretty sure on Lynxie's world, he kills withers, but he has a Enderman farm that's right next to where he kills his withers, which I think is under the main portal. He has an Enderman farm right next to it, and when he can get wither roses that way. He'll have the wither spawn in, will blow up the Enderman, and he gets loads of roses. It's ingenious. It's so cool, right? It's been one of those things where it's like, I should really do that. But at the same time, though, I like having a lot of beacons, and I know there's a contraption that kills withers really fast. I wonder if I could fit both the contraption and an Enderman farm right next to each other. I probably could, because from what I remember of it, it only really takes up like space over like this side, or just one of the sides. It takes up like a bit of space here, and then a majority of it is just on one side. Lurking a bit, have you seen Ian or Rose Farm? Just uses snowmen, and you can even reuse the carved pumpkins. Oh, interesting. No, I haven't. I haven't looked at Wither Rose farms in so long. I'll be honest. In general, I don't look at farms often. It's really fun. I don't. It's like I feel like I've built a lot of farms, but at the same time, I feel like I haven't. Uses the same wither trapped under the fountain. Interesting, but with snowmen. That's cool. I usually just learn by farms by seeing other people have them. Or there'll be a random idea I have one day, and I'm like, I need that farm. It takes like 30 minutes to make, and uses almost nothing. Nice. Those are the best farms. Oh, darkness. See, I've built opposite farms where it takes hours to build and is so efficient. I love those farms. Then there's a few other farms I make simple. Like the Wither Skelly farm that's on here is just a simple thing. I think it only uses like a shulker box of different items. Shulker Shell farm, on the other hand, the one I want to build is just the one I've always built. Works perfect. Takes a good few hours to build. Alright, beacons. Sweet. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have the blocks for beacons. Oh, I need to take a break. I've been going for an hour and a half. I should have taken my last one. I missed it. Where's D. Clark to yell at me? He started yelling at me to take breaks recently. But I'm going to take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. You know, stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab something to eat. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Day lost stuff. Oh no. Make an elevator. Lost all my stuff again. And your best pick. Rough days. Rough days indeed. It's okay. I was learning from the mistakes then. It is unfortunate always having to re-get a bunch of gear. Mansions, just don't, just run through them. Have people with axes. Mansions are very dangerous. I think they're probably just as dangerous as, bastions. Might even be more. But I don't think it's more just because of the environment. Does anyone sell, like, iron? I know there's one place that sells iron. Nightly? I'll buy it. I'll pay double the price. Just want one. They do a lot of crazy damage. Oh, enchant to a hole and then we'll have to buy something. Oh, silk touch, perfect. I need need to buy books and all that sort. Nobody tell Tack, but I always use their enchanter. Perfect. Is this the same world with the big? No, we're on a server at the moment. It looks like someone else uses it too. This is not the same world. We're on the Paperhats SMP today. And I'm still very much in early game gear, kinda. At least I feel like I'm in early game gear. Other people would probably say it's more late stage. But for me, this is early game. I don't got nothing. Still no farmers. We got sticks. Well, then I'm just starting. Yeah. Well, to me, it feels like early game. I didn't see that before. That's a nice touch. Early game, yeah, has full diamond armor and 100 levels. Don't forget the elytra. For me, late game is having at least a better storage area where things are well sorted out a bit more. Fully netherite stuff. Usually a bunch of spare pickaxes and shovels that are all fully enchanted and in netherite. Handful of farms that are required for my amount of resources that I use. I wanted to use wood. That's what I went back for. You gotta understand. I'm different when it comes to Minecraft. I'm far from the normal average player. I'll get cracking. That's what I'm working on. I want to make a hoe, a very good hoe. Now, I'm not gonna. This is not stealing. I promise. Luminessa said I could find their upgrade template wherever it's stored. I think they have a storage down here. They said I could use this as an organized. Well, actually, it is organized. So obviously, I don't know how this works. They said they had one. Ooh, stone. Ooh, here we go. Unorganized. Nothing. Nothing. Ooh, templates. We're close. Closer. This is more valuable stuff. Nope. Vanessa, I feel like it's it. It's not in any of these chests. Ooh, another template. Maybe I just missed it. Anyone see a netherite upgrade template? It's in their ender chest. Ooh, what is that for? Maybe it's in. Is there a secret? Not stealing. Sure, it's not. I promise. Maybe it's in this chest. Nope, that's a food chest. I saw some more out here. Gravel and sand. That's that. No comment. Another trim. Oh, it's not here. I was like, ooh, barrel? Dang it! I was lied to. There's nothing here. I'm sure maybe I know Luminescent did the villagers too. It could be over here. Definitely not in that chest. They were like, oh yeah, that. If you need an upgrade template, just head over to my base. You know, it's in my base somewhere. He did this probably. More templates. There's nothing organized. I didn't see it. Did anyone else see it? They didn't say where it was? No. I didn't ask. Is Dr. J? Dr. J doesn't have it. He hasn't played. Oh, so any other Paperhats people around? I just could use one. I'm far enough from the last time I've played that I have no idea what we are looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for either, apparently. More chess. I didn't know this was a barrel. Could it be in the barrel? Imagine if it was. I got you, Luminessa. Don't you worry. What are the dispensers for? Must be for bone meal. That's really cool. This farm is set up so that it works for bamboo and bone mealing the bamboo. Oh, it doesn't look like it's set up for the observer part at the moment, at least. Is there glass in here? Ah, perfect. There you go, Luminessa. As compensation, I'm taking your crafting table. Do I need another right hoe to mine leaves instantly? Any other chests? Some barrels there, but I doubt there's anything stored in them. Oh, hey there, D. Clark! No diamond works? Oh, then what are we doing here for? Of course. We'll get back to working on our books. D. Clark, how are you doing? It's great seeing you. I missed my break. Just need efficiency, yeah. You now need a upgrade template to netherite, yeah. So to get netherite on stuff, you need this template that you get from bastions. And you can duplicate the template with diamonds, basically. You can make like more of them. And you need one per netherite thing you make. Essentially. A reason to go to bastions, exactly. Now there's a reason. I'm okay. I've been here since the start of stream. How are you? I'm doing all right. Well, I like the change. Yeah, it just uses a lot of diamonds, even though I think it's pretty fair. But like to make an entire shulker of netherite stuff, it would take a lot. We need some books. Diamonds are so much faster to get now, though. Yeah, they are. I know what you mean. We need a lot of emeralds. Hey, efficiency 5. We have silk touch. That means we just need mending. Then we just need to go and there we go. The computer woes sound like so much fun for anyone but me. Or anyone. What? Love bashing radium, but it's risky. Those piglins hit hard. They do. Also, welcome on into there, Sooth. I'm sorry. You just kind of joined the conversation. Hope you're doing well. Let's see if not Alex lied to us. Nope. Not that I thought not Alex would lie to us, of course. Let's go get a repair on it quick. Or a little bit me. I was playing Stardew and then I was mowing and doing outside things. Well, that sounds productive. Oh boy, do I love lying. You never know. Things change. What was this SMP? It's the Paperhats SMP. I think there's a command. I don't actually know. Hannah did stuff. Like exclamation mark Paperhats. You know, it's just a regular old SMP. It's a whole bunch of building. Yeah, now I'm sneezing a lot. It's too pollen. Oh, you're allergic to pollen. I always feel bad for people that have allergies. Doesn't sound fun. Aha, there we go. I was right. Resets once every resets every once in a while. Yeah, their last season was like a year, maybe even more than a year. I like the sound of a year. I mean, I think a year isn't enough, of course, but that's just me. I'd happily stay in the same world forever. I already do sometimes. Anywho, uh, I need a source of iron. I like that schedule. Monday mornings. Yeah. I need a source of iron. Okay, this is where I wanted iron. I know someone sells iron from one of their farms. I need to make my own iron farm. Yeah, I prefer Forever Worlds. I think that's where a lot of A lot of people have been leaning recently. I don't know. Hey, it's a cat. See, there's this here, and you know, I guess I'm just a sucker. And I have a lot of diamonds. So I'm buying iron at a very expensive price. Probably. But you know what? Sometimes I just don't have a choice. And this doesn't make me feel as bad from taking from the community iron farm, because I use a lot of iron. I need to, like, make a deal with someone so I have access to more than one iron farm. I'm doing this right? 2 diamonds per 3 stacks. Okay. So I hate early game grind and starting everything over again. I know some people love that aspect of the game, but I don't. Hey, I'm with you. I mean, it's not that I don't enjoy the early game grind. I just don't like not having a lot of resources. Like iron, for example. I don't even know who owns this. There's a face! I don't know if that's on purpose, but look at that face! Why are there just 2 beds up here? That's really... Oh, it's a bedroom, okay. I thought it was just 2 beds on the side of a cliff. Anywho. Oh, hello. Does Dr. J still have his scaffolding all around? We'll flip a few trapdoors while we're here. What was that? Okay. We're not gonna flip any more trapdoors. He still has that here. Perfect. Yep. Alright, good. Still has the stuff. Juno Forever SMP a year ago. People on there was like, your own stuff, or do you want freebies? And I was like, freebies, please. And they hooked me up with all the netherite and wings. Oh, that's nice. I was kind of in the opposite boat because I know you guys don't see me ever in early game. So I was like, I will try to not take too many things from people that try to offer stuff. I think the only thing I asked for was like all the saplings, and then someone gifted me wings, but I didn't use them right away. Then I got tired. Keeps things fresh, but you don't have to go through early game every 3 months. Yeah. I think that's like the average for like just any old community SMP. 3 months is like the average time. And that is just tough. That'd be tough for me. I still don't have that much iron. Oh, I'm gonna AFK this farm. I hate AFK. I'm so sorry. How much iron do you need? Well, I need to set up some beacons. Too much. I need too much, okay? I'm not used to living in early game. I want to set up a bunch of... We're gonna start clear cutting this. And I want some beacons. help me out here. I got the beacons. I have so much iron. Well, I need to turn off my iron farm. I need to hook up a shulker box loader to mine. Mine's in the spawn chunks. Oops. I finally set up crafters on it to auto craft the iron into iron blocks and the bone meal into bone blocks. But I definitely need to set up a shulker box loader. We'll start with a beacon right over here and roughly we'll set it on a nice coordinates. Set it on 0 and 450 will be good. Gotta go eat some stuff. I'll be back. Sounds good there. I'll definitely be going for another hour at least. Oops, I need to go more. I'm going to clear this out. Clear out this. Vines? I hate vines. They spread too easily. I see people use them in builds every once in a while, and I'm like, why'd you use those? You're never gonna get rid of them all anymore. They're there forever. They'll just keep spreading. I want to be able to snip them with shears. Talked about this last stream, I think, too. And I will continue bringing this up as I continue to build in the jungle. They're like weeds. They are. They absolutely are. Then we'll go one to the right for speed beacons, just to get the most use for this. I know at some point. Oh, whoa, finally. Actually, we'll do speed beacon as the first one, and then haste as our right one. It begins. The beginning of a beacon grid. And then another one right here. Ah. Hold your applauses. So sad they killed emerald farms. I don't know if anyone else has come with it, the good design since the changes. Like a raid farm? I'm pretty sure raid farms are still around. I've never built one. I'm pretty sure people are still, there's still, some of them still work, or there's new ones that work. I don't know though. I've never built one. I haven't seen the new ones, if there even are. I'm pretty confident there are. Have a raid farm that works great. In Java Edition? I'm pretty confident, Sooth. I'm pretty sure someone actually has one on this server. I think Nightly has one, yeah. Because they gave me redstone from it. Found it on YouTube and it's Java. Now there you go, Sooth. You'll have to give it a shot. They were broken. Like, nobody can deny it. Raid farms were a little broken. And they're probably still broken. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, over the 4 years I've had my solo world, I've had a good handful of farms break on me just over time, just different things getting moved about. We went to the left or the right? Went to the right. I had one of my big ones break on me. God, why was that so loud? Was that loud for you guys? Oh my goodness, I need to turn that down. Thank you for the 150 bits. It was perfect, was it? It felt a little loud. I mean, it's supposed to be loud. It's not super loud for us? Okay. Hello there, Donk. How are you doing? I'm well, how are you? I'm doing alright. Setting up beginnings of a beacon grid. You know, the usual. Gotta go 100 this way. Oh, that was all our iron. Simmons in her back, sorry sleeping there. Oh, did she get up and move? She did. Poof. Oh, I guess we'll start around these beacons. Grab a few shulkers and all that. I do want to collect some leaves off of these trees and that, because I do plan on using a lot of leaves down the road. And I gotta sleep. That's loud. We got to do this in a way where the data pack for removing leaves really fast doesn't affect me too much. We gotta like work outside in. You know I won't get enough leaves, but we'll get a start here. 1 or 2 shulkers. It's funny, I probably don't usually use jungle leaves for stuff. But I probably have to if I'm building in a jungle. At least as the majority. There's not the biggest of difference between jungle and oak in my mind. Like it's pretty close, right? But we may as well start using a majority of jungle since there's so many of them. And we'll collect some oak. And just like that, the inventory's already full. Dump off some stuff here. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of jungle wood. Anyone getting flashbacks to Oscar streams? Maybe if there was a Ravager. I'm gonna try and stick to some of these lower trees. Anywho, the idea is I just want to build a really beautiful and like environmental area. Like I don't want to build my own jungle. Probably some builds within it. I think it's gonna be great. Did you hear the build idea earlier? Not fully. Well, that's alright. We're gonna clear cut the place, we're gonna mine a bunch of resources out of it, and then we're gonna build it back up. It's gonna be great. Hopefully it'll be like simple terraforming like my hilly plains area, where it's just, I'm just gonna do like some shaping and all that. And then we'll come back through and do a lot of detailed stuff. Deadeye! Hello there, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We're on the Paperhats SMP today. Man. Nobody make fun of Oscar when he dies to Ravagers in the jungle. These vines? They're sticky. You get stuck on them. Nah, I'm just kidding. Call him a pleb. You doing good? That's good to hear. Doing alright. I think I've made some decisions on what I want to do for a bigger build on here. And we gotta clear cut my jungle. Well, a jungle. First I want leaves, because I plan on having leaves be a big part of the build. So, you know, before we remove all of the leaves, we may as well harvest some of them. Even some of these oak leaves. We also, we were selling wither skulls. I've now switched to beacons. So we did a bunch of wither killing earlier on. That took a while. I did some obsidian mining as well for making the beacons. A lot of grindy work today. Oh, we set up the eventual railway that we'll use to get a shulker box to the overworld. We got that set up in the end from when we do that with Nightly. Maybe next weekend. It's just being productive. Can't burn the forest down, in case any of you were thinking that. Fire spread is turned off, which is fair. Let's do one more shulker of leaves, even though I know it won't ever be enough. But, just one more. Just because I don't enjoy harvesting leaves. This is my pathway that goes right through here. There's one other thing in this jungle, and it's just someone made a pathway to a temple. What are they called? A trial chamber. This goes down to a trial chamber. And it's just a simple little thing, and I'm sure if I need this build area, we'll just work it in. We'll make them a better pathway. It didn't look like there was anything too crazy going on there. Who said it was a good idea to build in a jungle? That's loading vine. Oh my goodness. Honestly, this isn't a half bad way to get oak leaves. Just walk across the jungle floor. Oh my goodness. Sizzlesaur. Hello there. Welcome on in. Oh. How are you doing there? What were you up to today? My goodness. Welcome on in there. Just dirt and I know you. Phyllis, hello. Sizzlesaur themself. Baby D. Orchist? Oh, come on in there. I really appreciate the raid. What were you all up to today there, Sizzlesaur? Did I say that right? You're welcome to correct me on any names. I don't mind at all. There's a pig spinning back there. Thank you for the follows. God, that's really a loud sound. Stonk. Thank you for the follow as well there, Sizzlesaur. I really appreciate it. Let's get an amazing... Oh, well, thanks there, yeah, not forgetting the shout out. Well, what were you up to today if you don't have to raid and run? We're just on the Paperhats SMP at the moment. I'm just gathering some leaves here. Hello there, Tabs. I hope you're doing well. Perfect volume. It's supposed to be loud. I know. I think the first time, it's just... I don't usually hear it. You did, we worked on a big perimeter build, and a very large sheep farm earlier. A sheep farm? I was working on a large sheep farm at one point. It gets kind of repetitive. What am I up to? We're gathered. Well, okay, so I finally made a decision. I only recently got added to Paperhats. So that's fun. And I only recently kind of made a decision on what I want to do for a bigger base. Or not a base. A bigger build. I don't build bases. I just build. And I've never really built in a jungle before, so gonna do that. And you know, obviously the same thing to do is just clear cut the thing, mine away everything, and start over and build my own land. Because I love terraforming. It's all I ever do, apparently. It is all I ever do. You know. Big perimeter build, though. That sounds like a lot of fun. Perimeters are quite an undertaking. Doesn't matter. It's a lot of mining. Got to hang out with all the homies all day. Loved it. Oh, it sounds fun. I'm glad. Kind of repetitive? It's like counting sheep. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Repetitive. Repetitive like harvesting leaves. Yeah, but it's different, D. Clark. It's a different repetitive. Also, I think it's you, Phil. I think you're the one that sells iron over here. I bought you out. I use too much iron for stuff. Yeah, well, you made a bunch of diamonds. Oh, yeah. Well, I still don't have enough iron. And I hate emptying the community one. I usually try and leave some in there. But, I'm setting up beacons. And I still want to set up more beacons. It's an obsession. It's bad. I have a solo world that's 4 years old, and I have a huge beacon grid of like probably near 200 beacons that are placed. Just use it free, really? No, 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 it's fine. What if I can get in the middle of them? If I AFK'd the both of them? I don't mind. I got a lot of diamonds. I had to do a lot of mining for redstone early on. But if you want to decrease the iron price, I won't say no to that. I wonder if I can get in the middle of these two. I think it's just too far. I just, probably like 5-ish chunks too far. I gotta make my own. I appreciate the offer, Phil, though. Maybe next time. For free. I got big plans, though. Just dirt and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. So if you AFK it, you take what you get, I'll do that. Does it work faster than that one? Which one works faster? I think this one probably does. I feel like this one has a few more villagers in it. Not sure, to be honest. That's okay. I think we should petition Dr. J to increase the spawn chunk radius by like 2. So it hovers over this and then it's running the entire time. It's really simple. It's just a vanilla thing, I think. Although I don't know what servers. Just we just have them increase it by like 2 or 3 chunks. You know, homie, gonna lurk, have some stuff to take care of. Have a great rest of your day. If I don't get back, that sounds good there. So once again, I really appreciate the raid there. You sent far too many people on here. So if anyone missed the shout out before, please do give Sizzle a follow. I probably missed it. I'll make sure I'll follow. Later, Sizzle. You'll buy Sizzle. I'm trying to remember that. I don't know. I really appreciate the raid once again. You enjoy your lurk. It is inside the spawn chunk? No way it's inside the spawn chunk. It should have way more iron if it's in the spawn chunk. Hello there, Nightly. Welcome on in as well. Not that one. Because I'm pretty sure it's like here. They decreased spawn chunks recently. 3x3 spawn chunk loaded. Even then, it's still too far out because 1, 2, 3. Even if there was one more over, the villagers are outside if we look here. So curious now. Here, all right. 59. If it's not more than 59 by the end of my stream, we're gonna take a quick screenshot of that. We'll see. I won't go near here anymore. It should be plenty more than that. Because you'd assume it gets what? I don't know. I don't know how much it gets. I don't know iron farm rates. It could be in spawn chunks, but I feel like it'd be way more. I have a very simple one on my world. Maybe I'm just mistaken. When testing, I was told it would work. Hmm. Well, we'll give it another test. I was also told not to do the full farm originally. I originally had. What? They told you to decrease the size? Nah, that's foolish talk now. Oh, nightly, perfect. Are you? I I was waiting. I was hoping you'd pop on in. I set up the a railway for the shulker box to eventually go on. There is shulker boxes at a close the one of the first what are they called? Cities? End cities? One of the first end cities. There's a few more there still, and I set up the railway. I haven't grabbed the shulker box just yet, but I got it basically all set up, and I got it planned out. I just didn't. I thought I'd wait until we actually get around to doing it. Oh no, a zombie. And I didn't want to do without invis since you said you had those already. And I wasn't sure what resources you had actually acquired. Been dealing with migraines the last couple of weeks. Sorry. Oh, you're fine. I had a I had a very busy week this last week. I had meant to reach out to you to see if you'd be able to do it this weekend, but I just never got around to it. And at this point, I don't want to deal with building it right now. So maybe next weekend, if you're around for it, at least we could get something started. I can, if I get around to it, I can try and find a place for it to be built. Because we're probably just gonna build it over an ocean. We might just build it over here. I don't think anyone's near. We got the. I think it's Phil's industrial area. But maybe if we throw, nah, there's that there. There's this here, and then there's something here. Maybe here. We have to do it where there's not a lot of portals. Golds, okay. Maybe next weekend we can figure it out more in detail once that gets closer. Don't think I have any plans for next weekend. Maybe over here, over the water. We do have something here, got something here, and we got something here. But there's nobody over here, so we should be fine. Sand Island was where I was originally thinking. The Sand Island? Like where we dig sand? Or this thing? I don't want any land near it. Oh, I see it, I see it. Yeah! That could work. Somewhere in here, just, I want it away from anyone's other's portals so it never gets messed with. So over here would be fine. And like portals can get pretty close to it. It just starts to get finicky if you're within like probably what, 100 or so. So I think it might work. That could be a good starting point. Right around there though. Just put in Oblivion. What? I had a phone call with Dan. Said news my snails are gone. They passed away due to the heat of the. Oh no! I'm so sorry there, Giz. That's terrible. Yeah, that's why I was thinking off to the side. We could go up here. I think there's an ocean way up here that's pretty big. And that would be good. I think that's where I was originally thinking. But there's ocean here, here, and it looks like to be over here. Maybe, yeah. Does he have a lot of random ones? Okay. Then we might just go over to one of these other ones. Gotta be careful. Just standing in the open in my map. It's the end of an era, but I'll be okay. Well, you never know. Maybe you can get some more down the road. Or something else entirely new. I'm really sorry to hear that there, Giz. Not pets in my room anymore. It's fair. Your viewed area to the left is C-dubs is in mine. To the left? Well, what the heck? We're going north. I think there's one, yeah, the furthest north. Actually, there might be someone up here. Oh my god. Let me pull up the actual map, the big map. Yep. There's Shay's base right over here. We got uh way over here. Yep, you're right. Got C Dubs' base and yours. That's what you said. To the right though, over here somewhere. I think right here, maybe a little further. Over here, there's a ocean with a bunch of ice just to the north of it, but there's a big open area. Otherwise, if we went further south, Haskold's area. It doesn't have to be big. Honestly, I think we would be fine, like somewhere over here, over here. Oh, not there, but like over here. I'll have to look. I'll look ahead of plan. Demon Kitten, hello there. You came on in with the Sizzles raid? I appreciate that. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Snails for you had them for 7 years. Oh my goodness. I didn't know how long snails could live for. They kind of freaked me out, I'll be honest. Is the few pictures you sent of them were kind of, too detailed of a picture for me. I promise, one of these days I'll actually move into my house. Not today. I'm good. Rather tired though. That's fair. Kind of cloudy Sunday here for us. X. You doubt me? I'll move in. Maybe. Hey, at least I built a starter house. Usually I don't. Not the same, snails, but different snails and babies from eggs. 7 years I've owned them. Um, Nope. I'm sure you gave them all a lovely 7 years. Mm. Sage here. know in a second. I need somebody to squeeze my head as hard as they can. Goodness gracious. Oh, thank you for following there, Menace. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. There's Triple H. Oh, good, the bit alert did work.
Toss a coin to your Twitcher, oh Valley of Plenty.
I'm sad, but not too sad. Pets I couldn't touch or cuddle due to their delicate shells.
Toss a coin to your Twitcher, oh Valley of Plenty.
Thank you each for the bit. The 2 bits. Why do you need all the leaves, by the way? So I've decided on what I kind of want to build for a bigger build on the paper hats here, and it'll probably involve lots of leaves. I know I want to build some big custom jungle trees. That would be fun. So I'll need leaves for that. And just in general, I have a very clear idea. I want like these huge swinging vines that connect stuff. And I thought that would be fun. Made out of leaves. So lots of leaves. I still know I know I don't have enough, but it's fine. I have a start. Just found out someone I watch play hardcore Minecraft forgot to log out after stream. Lost the world to phantoms? Oh, it's terrible. And I'm surprised I haven't done it on my solo world. There's been a handful of times where I've accidentally walked away without pausing. Oh, hey there, Nightly. But anyway, it'll be for what I plan on building down the road in this area. Sooth for the leaves. Claris? Claris? What? This. Heat vines. That's terrible. This is why people shouldn't play hardcore worlds. They lose so much progress in a matter of a second. Oh, but the added challenge, Thad. Ah, screw that. I want to build cool things. That's why there's totems, true. But even then. Hello there, Jay. Another Jay. Oh, goodness. Alright, only one Jay is allowed to be here at a time. I understand why people like hardcore worlds. Kinda. I just really enjoy building and looking back on what I've all built. That's rude. Who did that? Donk? Why? Oh. That's the worst sound in this game. Whoops. I'd rather not lose a tool right now. I don't want to have to get the emeralds again. Creepers exploding? You think so, Nightly? I don't know. I'm doing that in hardcore world. I don't know. Something about it is more satisfying. People that play survival, not my life, you know. I know what you're saying, Jay. It's just for me. It's just doesn't make sense. I can play the game on hard. It's just as difficult as hardcore. But instead, you just only have one life. Just an ego thing. Maybe that's it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. All all these hardcore streamers, they just have these huge egos. It's gotta be it, right? It's not it. Most people are usually quite lovely. You got multiple? I'm better. Yeah, exactly. See, they got these huge egos. See, Jay's got it. For anyone else? Nah, honestly, I think at the end of it, I've hit a point where if you're able to build something that is uniquely yours, like you didn't copy anyone else, this was completely you, or like, it was, yeah, basically completely you that built this absolutely amazing thing, eh, that's amazing then. Like, it's a whole nother level if you gotta do it in survival compared to creative, but even in creative, it's impressive if you're able to do some of these, like, just beautiful things. Hacks, exactly. Oh. There we go. At least I'll always know where any of the leftover wood might be. There'll be leaves all around it. mean, it's gotten to a point sometimes with Minecraft. You see some of these people just do like things you wouldn't have ever even thought of. It's amazing. It's inspiring. At least for me, I always get inspired when I see a really cool build. Like, I gotta build something like that. People ask me, what keeps you playing the game? Other people. Hello there, Charlie. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you've been well. We're just we're just chopping down a whole bunch of trees at the moment on the Paperhat server. Making all sorts of progress, hopefully. Or at least I'm trying to. Have we actually made much of a dent? Not really. Starting to. Starting to. I mean, chop down an inventory of wood. Loads of jungle. Well, you don't. Do you not like jungle wood? I don't usually build with it, but the stripped version of it isn't half bad. Think of all the paper hats you can make with all that. Exactly. See, I like what you're thinking, Doc. Only you could actually turn wood into paper. Stripped is fine. Never the proper vibe. Any wannabe builds. Yeah, I feel that. I usually don't use it either. I don't know if I'm gonna actually use it. Why the iron farm? Wait, what? I don't know why the iron farm stopped. That's what I'm saying, Nightly. Is that 59 when I took my screenshot? And I think it works when someone's near it. Otherwise, if it's not spawning any, I've had issues with my solo world one where sometimes the villagers need to sleep for a second. So, like, if you're always sleeping right away, sometimes they just need to take a rest during the night. You don't want the wood for its color. It's always useful chests, barrels, and bookcases. Exactly. See, I like what you're thinking. Perfectly fine without anybody on the world too. Tested multiple times. For some odd reason, redstone is getting borked. Really? Something to do with the redstone. Interesting. So you actually tested it on the server here where it was working. I'm glad I said something. Because I was like, it just works a little slow. Or it's outside the spawn chunks is what I was thinking. Which would make it work slower, essentially. Oh, floating vines. Had the creative server up for a month testing it before we even launched. Interesting. Wonder if it's something when server does its restart, it might break. Oh, don't ask me. Just throwing random ideas out there. I haven't actually looked at that farm in detail, and I don't think I've seen the design of it before. Looked at it looked at it quickly once, and I was like, okay, well, I haven't seen this farm before. That's cool. It's my thought process. Never am thinking of builds and be like, yeah, Junglewood would hit the spot here. Yeah. Yep. I know what you mean. I see some people use Junglewood in their builds. I'm like, ah, that looks really good. I don't know how they made it look really good. So I use it for me. It's good to gather in bulk. I usually do the 2x2 spruce trees for getting a lot of wood in bulk. You can get it so fast. I used to do jungle before we had the 2x2 spruce trees. I even did dark oak for a little while. Use all woods. I think the one I use the least is crimson. That's fair. The nether planks are kinda tough. Tough to use, I'd say. Well, jungle wood is cool for watery / underwater build. Because the jungle log is green in its texture. Looks like algae. Oh, don't think I've really thought of that. Quite a bit of warped. I love warped logs. Yeah, I definitely see a lot of people using the warped logs more than the crimson. Oh, it is. People like blue. Hello there, Vex. How are you doing? I've commented on YouTube video and he added jungle logs to his wood boat because of that. It's my YouTube fame right there. I love it. Crimson is a bit purple. I usually use for doors. Ah, could use. Just took a break from playing myself. Well, there you go. Breaks are necessary, that's for sure. Bigger tree. I know it's not the one I was chopping just then. We'll get back to it. I never have enough oak or spruce. Yeah, I usually don't either. I never have enough leaves. I've chopped down a huge oak forest in my solo world. And I keep everything. So that's helped me along for a while. That's where I got a lot of birch wood too. And there was the taiga biome I also chopped all the trees down in. Then I started chiseling away at a dark oak biome as well, and then I decided not to chop all the trees down. But I got a bit of that too. 6 hours, 2 near deaths on hardcore, and a villager breeder. It's enough. Man, villagers, dangerous things. Who would have thought? I have a sugarcane farm. If you pass by it, I see. Need some inspiration. You want to see my sugarcane farm? I wouldn't say the sugarcane farm I have on this world is very good. I built it very quickly. But I do have one. It's right over here. It's just 64 of them that I planted, and then it uses 3 observers throughout it. But it just checks the bottom one, and the bottom one it pulses multiple times throughout its growing time. And then it's just a repeater that kind of pushes the pulse a little bit further along the 2, and then one in the middle, just to make sure. Oh, wow, underground. Yeah, I hide redstone. I have a moss farm that's underground here too. See, I didn't think of that. Oh, they're ugly looking. Are you kidding? I throw so many farms underground like that. Just little things that when because I'm close enough to it. We just saw it activate there for a second. That it just kind of slowly groups up. And then for collection, there's just a minecart that goes around in a big circle underneath. But if you don't like minecarts, you could put the sugarcane on mud, I think. And mud isn't a full-size block, and a hopper can pick up through mud. Just a normal hopper. There's so many ways you can make sugarcane farms. Like, there's some where you could just have it push and fall into water. That's what I usually do. But I wanted to just have perfect efficiency, where I didn't lose any this time. Never made a sugarcane farm. Ever on any world or SMP. Really? Oh. When we first had observers get added to the game, I was messing around with them, and I was like, we can automatically farm sugarcane. And at that time, you really didn't need much sugarcane, but it was just one of those things where I was like, you can automatically farm sugarcane now. This is amazing. So I made that was before there was probably any tutorials or anything. I was like, we'll just mess around here and here. Oh, this starts an infinite loop of an observer. How about if we go one more higher on the 3rd stage? That works. Built for sugarcane farm. It was amazing. Automatic farming in Minecraft. It's an amazing update. What are you saying here, Nightly? I set the farm's redstone and flew into the nether for a couple minutes. It's now at 66 blocks. Yes! Thank you, Nightly. I hope it doesn't break anytime soon. I really appreciate it, Nightly. I use vanilla tweaks for all my texture pack stuff. And it's a website. You look it up. It has data packs on it as resource packs on it, but that's where I usually and you can just build your own resource pack essentially with a whole bunch of different assets that they have. And you just build whatever you like. So I don't have a lot of big differences. This is probably one of the ones that people see noticeably, but I have a lot that is part of my resource pack that changes sounds. It minimizes sounds. There's a lot of sounds in the game that are just too loud or get very annoying, like redstone stuff or animals, passive animals. And you can literally just decrease their sound by like 95%. And I do that on like everything. I've played the game too long to continuously hear passive animal sounds. Or villagers, that's an annoying one. Doesn't work with sodium? Vanilla tweaks? Oh, it works. Oh, sodium? I use sodium. I have a huge list of mods. There's a mod, sound muffler, to turn off sounds like dragon / withers deaths. Yeah! See, the vanilla tweaks, they can have it right in the resource pack nightly. It's crazy. That's another few sounds. Oh, good. Now that I know that you don't hear the wither deaths. I think it's actually the wither spawning. Maybe it's the death. I don't know. Then I can harvest withers while you're on. I think it was Bambi was streaming when I had a bit of free time, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go kill some withers. Ah, oh, shucks. Bambi's on and streaming. I don't want to. I don't want to have endless withers in their stream audio. Do you have mini blocks and custom heads? I think so. We definitely have the heads. Ooh. Oh yeah, those are right. Vex, thank you for the follow. I'm playing fine right now in my world. I don't know. And I think there are mini blocks. I have to excuse me. I haven't been playing that long to figure out what all data packs there are. So back, oh my god, that's a lot of people. Yeah, we had someone raid on in. We had Sizzle. Sizzle raid on in. I greatly appreciate. I think Phil may have guided that raid. Take a block to the stonecutter and you'll know. Oh my goodness. I do. We do. I didn't know that's how we got them. I don't multi-stream. But yeah, no, I have a huge list of mods that I use. Sodium, it works. Although I don't know if there's something I don't know. Oh. Only works on certain blocks, not all. That's handy. We are at 3 hours. I'll do a little bit more here, just because Not Alex just got back. Just for you, Not Alex. Chop a few more trees down. I am getting hungry. Streamed like once on YouTube, then gave up. I've never streamed on YouTube. I have no idea how that platform works. I barely know how Twitch works, truthfully. I just kind of do what I enjoy, I guess. To be fair, I've been streaming a while. Consistently for what? Has it been 2 years? Not Alex, do you know? 2 years sound right. Yeah, because I finally changed my schedule after about 2 years. It's about 2 years of consistent streaming. 2 years and X amount of months. And then there was like the first 2 years of me streaming. First year was alright, but it was kind of inconsistent. Second year was busy. Third year, January, I was like, I'm going to make time to stream. It was my New Year's resolution. I was like, I'm going to stream at least once a week. And we did it for an entire year. At least it was more than once a week I streamed, but at least once a week. And here we are. 2 years and, I don't know, probably a few months later. It's been about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years sounds right. And it's amazing what can happen when you're consistent at something. Because, the algorithm's like, oh, this person, they got a little bit of consistency. Let's go suggest some people to them every once in a while. Or, just in general, you meet more and more other streamers. My goodness, I've met probably near 30 or 50 new streamers in the last, since the beginning of this year, like 2025, which was crazy. Too many people to even try and keep up with. I feel terrible that I don't keep up with them all. I don't even keep up with the people that I've known for the 4 years. We've entered a new area with Sunday streams, right? I used to never stream on weekends. And then you're so cool that people stick around. Well, I don't know if that's true, but something must be working. I do have a really cool solo world that we mainly stream. Oh goodness, Donk! I'm going to whack you when I see you in a few months. You're not getting a hug. I'm just gonna whack you one. Thank you for the bits. I didn't even know it was you at first. I'm glad it was you. Otherwise, that was uncalled for. But this, I've seen you getting whacked. Just joined a low key and extremely chill. Also, you sound a little like SpongeBob. SpongeBob in a good way. Okay, that's an interesting one. Nobody's ever said that. Hello there, Scruffy. I mean, SpongeBob. That's gotta have made a lot of money. Sponge that exactly. Hope you're doing well there, though, Scruffy. Just wait till Thad is placing pebbles on his hill of stone. That is so relaxing. That it is. I have a lot more energy on Sundays usually, since it's not me after a full day of life. That's what a majority of my streams are. It's me just tired. Apparently, people enjoy them. I don't know why. We do some talking. We hum along with the lo-fi. Thank you for the follow as well. It's a mountain, guys. Mountain. I'll accept Caldera for now. It basically is. But anything other than a mountain, it's not. A hill. I'll show you a hill. There. That's a hill. With tiny jungle trees. That's funny. I don't know. Definitely seems Caldera definitely seems more accurate. How big is the SMP? I should know that answer. There's 20 other content creators, 20 plus. Around 20 other content creators. One of them is on at the moment, Nightly Infinite. Uh, there's a lot of amazing people. Shh, oh, I'm sorry, Nightly's not on. I don't even know a Nightly, honestly. I made that up. I'm a liar. There's a lot of amazing people on here. It's still early. The server's nearing 4 months now. So still kind of early game. People are starting to do some bigger stuff. I love it. Oh my goodness, I see. I told you I was lying. I was lying about lying. Nightly with 5 gifted subs. Oh my goodness, going out to Squeakums, Julie, Sooth. Ah, Sooth is here, I think. Not Alex. Not Alex. Got what? Not Alex. Definitely deserves a gift sub. And Phil. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs there, Nightly. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. Starting a hype train as well. You're too kind. Far too kind. I appreciate you saying thanks, you two, not Alex and Sooth. This is crazy. Right? Oh, good. I really do appreciate the gifted subs, though. I wonder if the bits got in there that Donk did earlier. 1 full year of gifted subs and that. Wait, did you hit a year? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Congrats on in a 1 year sub. Gotta love it. I'm sure there's a few streamers that I lurk in where I gotta be nearing on a year in some of them. I think in Tanisha's it's probably near 2 years. Uh, also, what the heck? Why are you throwing so many gift subs at me? Save your money for yourself. Oh, thank you there, Squeakums. And Phil. Oh my goodness, was that all of them? Apart from Julie. I don't recognize Julie. Oh, guys, you'd be happy to hear. I don't think I will ever have an internet problem unless it goes out. I should never have a problem with my internet being too slow anymore. I figured out our apartment's Ethernet wall ports. Figured out how to get those working. That was one of my ventures yesterday, along with basically redoing Hannah's entire computer, exchanging her motherboard, CPU, and RAM out. Although that was simple. I just since those three were new, I could just put it all on the new motherboard instead of exchanging a lot of stuff. I think the only thing I had to exchange was the graphics card. But I got I got a wall Ethernet port working for the office here on my computer. The sad thing is, I can only get one of them to work out at a time with how they set up the internet and all that in our place. At least without doing too much extensive research, mostly just plugging and testing and doing a little bit of Googling. Some odd reason, only one of them can work at one time. There's only 3 of them, so it's fine. And it works great. I basically, my speeds are like a gigabyte per second. It's like just under. On both upload and download. So I shouldn't have any problems. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Jan. I haven't seen them on. They're my neighbor. They live, I believe they live, yeah, they live right there. Aha! I found them. They live right next to me. Right over here. There's Jan. Thank you again for the hype train there nightly and the gifted subs. We'll see if the bits came through. Then I can thank Donk. The bits did come through. And Donk. This is a cobblestone farm, by the way, if anyone was wondering what the heck it was. Very easy to build. And I needed it since I had none. Because I hadn't done any mining projects before. It'll probably get destroyed. I needed it for making redstone parts for my for the moss farm. You know what will be ridiculous, not Alex? This base I have in mind. Not base. Build. This build I have in mind. I guess it'll be my base. I got big plans. We're gonna dig a big hole. We're gonna completely re-terraform the terrain. And hopefully I have enough time. We'll start with the big hole idea. Because that's what I want to do that. Plus it'll get me a lot of the resources I need. I need stone and that. So we're going to start with that. We're going to dig a big hole. We're going to terraform up the sides of it. It'll be circular-like, but obviously I'll make it look terraformed and all that. And then in the center of it, there'll be like the center object, similar to our floating island dome, but instead it won't be floating. Maybe we'll make it floating. Who knows? But there'll be this thing in the center, and it's kind of like the central point of it all. It won't be a dome, but it'll have like that pillared feel to it. At doing terraforming, who could have ever guessed? I don't know what's wrong with me, not Alex. I can't, for the life of me, anytime I think of builds, I think the builds have to be, they always revolve around custom terraforming. Oh, hello there, Ryvan. Welcome to Paperhats. Thank you, I really appreciate it. How are you doing today? Doing well. Excited to see what happens with it. Sounds super cool, right? And eventually we're gonna the jungle will come back. We're gonna first clear cut the jungle, and then it's gonna come back. And that'll be fun. The usual feeling, old. Custom trees, exactly, but big custom tree. There's been a few times where I've seen some people do big custom trees. Well, I want to do my big custom tree. So we'll have big custom trees. We're gonna have vines that like big vines made out of leaves that connects to things. I got plans, and I honestly don't think this area is big enough. So we're definitely gonna expand that way. I don't think the only thing I have found in this jungle, and nobody's claimed it that I could find on the Discord, is this little area here that a trial chamber is connected to. Oh look, you can see my starter base from here. Starter base, I'll be honest, Riven, I don't know whose all bases or whose bases are all which. I'm trying to learn it. Like that's Shay's starter base. That's Glitches. Dan. Not clue. Shaden? Is it that one? Have you done a trial chamber? I have done one, not on here. I think they're a really cool idea. I just don't enjoy them too much. It is that one. Oh, you have a beautiful starter house. I love it. We got Jan. There's Tack over on Gold. Oh, I'm getting good. Dr. J. Bill over in the side right there. I can't remember their name. Luminessa. way over there, on that point right there, you can see the roof of it. That's Knightley's. I think I'm on a roll. I think that's all the ones I could spot. C-Dubs, all right. I overlooked it. It's I think it's on the other side of that hill. That's Kelsey's right there. The one, that one. I think. Aha! I think that got them all. Look at me. I had myself. Have I met every single person? No. But we will. I hope. What's this? Oh my goodness. It showed up? Did you even say anything? Knob drop. One of these days. Nope. Okay. I didn't miss anything. I'll eventually move into my starter house. I promise. No, I don't promise. But we'll move in here eventually. I'll also actually finish my starter area. It's empty. No, there's a few torches. I'll do it. I promise. I'm not used to I don't live in houses. I live in the open like this. In my 4-year-old solo world. This is where I live in the open, basically. Coast for me to terraform then. Oh, I'm gonna terraform the coast here. I got some nope. Aha! Don't mind that. That was I could probably how do I turn I got some plans here, like some rocky stuff similar to this. I just didn't get to it today. Or stairs. There isn't even a top floor. It's up there. Who needs stairs? Look, I'm at the top floor. Ryman. Living like a hobo and you have such a lovely house. I haven't even popped all the windows into it yet. We got 2 windows and I want to do more. I, I'll move in, I promise. We'll move this off to the side. Thank you, Knightley, by the way, for the invis. Hi. I don't know if my microphone's on. Hello. Let's see. Let's see if the culprit is on at the moment with the cats. Nope. Um, Shucks. Don't mind me. I know. I swear it's gotta be C-dubs. Maybe not. Ow. I'm not living like a hobo, Minxie. I don't know what you're on about. I have an entire jungle that I'm slowly destroying. Mm-hmm. Alright. I do think I'm gonna raid out. For anyone wondering. I've been going for longer than I wanted planned to. And I'm sorry the stream got delayed. I was we already went through the issues. But Oscar's live at the moment, I think. Yes. It's gonna be basically the same stream. I'm telling you guys. He's working in a jungle. Ryman's flying in the background. But it's gonna be like the same stream, but even better because Oscar, I'm telling you, absolute amazing streamer. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to unmute. Hi, I'm raiding out here. I'm just deafing here, Ivan. Um, but he's an absolute amazing streamer. So please do give him a follow if you don't know him. He's working, he's building the wonderful world of Oz at the moment. He's still doing some river terraforming, maybe? He's terraforming, though. Basically the same stream, in a jungle terraforming. So please do, grab the raid message if you subbed. Grab the first one. Otherwise, if you're not, you can feel free to grab the second one. I just really appreciate when people do grab the raid message. It's always fun seeing a bunch of you guys raid on over. It's fun having an army of people. Exactly. See, some enthusiasm there. Otherwise, I'll be live again on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central start time. I think that's all I got for you. I hope you all enjoyed stream. I appreciate every single one of you hanging out, lurking, any of the chats. It means the world to me. Thank you to all the paper hats popping in. It means a lot. Otherwise, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you next.